loves, so today we're going to test out the Imogenation palettes. These are both obviously from Makeup Revolution, Revolution Beauty, Revolution Makeup, whatever you want to call it, Revolution. So we are going to test out the eyeshadow palette and the face palette today. I have gotten some use out of the face palette and I absolutely love it, so let's get that out of the way. So far, so good on this guy. And then I haven't tried the eyeshadow palette yet, so we are going to try these both out today. I'm going to give you kind of my first impression, I guess kind of review. I can give you a review on this one because I've used it for a long time. I can give you kind of a review on this one because we are doing a wear test on the Conceal and Define foundation today as well. That video obviously will be up separately, but I will be able to tell you, I'll let you know down in the description box or insert some footage at the end of this video showing you what my makeup looks like at the end of the day. Before we get into this video, please subscribe if you have not already. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday here on my channel. Let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to start with the face palette. So this is what the highlight palette looks like. It is a highlight and contour palette. They just call it the Highlight to the Moon palette. It does have a mirror, and then it's got 3 kind of face powders, 3 contours, and 3 highlights. The only thing I have to say about this, I just feel like these 2 shades are really close, which I don't mind personally because that's going to work for me. But looking at this palette, I feel like this is very like medium tone friendly, given there is a really light highlight shade. All of the highlights are very similar. They're all very kind of goldy, like white gold highlights. And then most of these are too dark for me to use. Even this guy, I mean, I probably could use that one to set like my nose area. But I haven't really used those guys except for when I go too heavy-handed with contours and need to lighten them back up. I have used that one a little bit. I like both of these. Honestly, I'm just mixing both of them. I have used all of them. Sometimes I go in with these first and then go back in and contour a little extra sculpting with this dark shade just back here. I can't use just this one on its own because again, you guys see how fair I am. This brush I feel like has done everything for me. This has been my contour brush, it's been my blush brush, it's been my highlight brush. Right now I'm using it to contour. It's my favorite. It's the Vasanti Blush 7. So it's technically a blush brush. I got big cheeks, so it works well for me to contour. It's got kind of a tapered shape. Also really like this Carroty F21 contour, but this one I feel like I go too heavy-handed sometimes. I am just going to mix Warrior and Literally, so the 2 lighter ones. And keep in mind, I like a heavy-handed contour. And what's nice about these though is I don't feel like they are too pigmented. They're actually really fair skin friendly. Like I really like the finished look on this, and I can get a much more natural contour. Like this is considered kind of a natural contour for me. I know on screen, like I can see it on the screen and it looks quite dramatic, but I like a contour, okay? I enjoy that these are not too warm or too cool. They're kind of an in-between. They lean on the cool side, but it's not gonna look like ashy or gray. It really kind of livens up my face because I'm so fair. Pretty much any color will liven up my face. And I kind of use it as a contour blush. We know this. I like to keep it like, I put it where it's supposed to contour, but I blend up because I have such large cheeks. I like to make my cheeks, appear a little bit smaller than they are, which is the feet. I think I'm actually going to use that face powder, the Pretty Heart one, the lightest one. I'm just going to take my still damp beauty sponge and just kind of clean this up a little bit. Ooh, that worked really good. Wow. I think I want to use a blush today, so I'm going to use this Laura Geller Baked Blush that came in my BoxyCharm. This is in Tropic Hues. I don't want to do too much because I want to do a really bold lip today, but that just went. It's impossible for me not to do too much blush. It just happens. Okay, so these highlighters, I really love them. I honestly will mix them all. I probably like this lightest one the most, but I've just been mixing all of them. Maybe that's a little ridiculous, a little over the top, but at least limited edition in Angel Face. These 2 mixed, I really, really like. So this is what the actual palette looks like. I didn't even give you a shot, so hopefully you can see. Okay, so I'm just going to mix those 2 highlights and go for it. I'm just using my Shop Miss A F19 brush. I love this. But look at that glow. Even without wetting the brush, you get a really nice intense glow. But you know me, I'm probably gonna go in and do that. Oh, it's so pretty, you guys. Look at that. All right, so let's move on to eyes. All right, love, so this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. It's really beautiful. There's a lot of good options for a fall look, so I think that's what we're gonna kind of do today because clearly I'm feeling it. I got this lip color in my BoxyCharm. It's a deep burgundy. It's deep burgundy from Lorac. And I really want to use it. So we'll see. I did a very yellow look last time, but I think we're just going to do kind of orangey. I think we're going to start with Honeybee. Oh! Excuse me, Honeybee. That was way more pigmented than I expected it to be. Ow. She's got her claws. I'm just using my favorite blending brush. It's from BH Cosmetics. It comes in their Essential Eyes kit. So since there's no matte brow bone shade, I'm just going to go in with my face powder and put that on my brow bone. Just to kind of bring it back down per usual. Are you focusing? So we're going to use Get to Know. And I'm going to use this brush from Carity. It's the E30. I'm gonna go back in with those two same shades, Honeybee and Get to Know, and put them on my lower lash line. I'm gonna start with Honeybee. Now just a little bit of Get to Know on the outer corner. I think I'm gonna use a little bit of Huns and Angel. Huns on the center of the lid and Angel on the inner corner. And I'm just going to use my fingertip because it's how I get the most pigment. Ooh, that's pretty. Now I'm just using Angel with a sponge tip on the inner corner. I'm gonna take just a little bit out. Luna got my butt. A little bit of Imagine. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to do for the eyeshadow, at least for right now. I'm going to go ahead and put on a wing. I'm going to start with the Revolution Line and Flick. This tip is like not as thin as this one, so I usually use this combination. This one's blacker, actually, so I've really been liking using these two together. This one, it's really hard to get a smaller wing, but I'm going for a bold wing today, so it's cool. Alright, love, so I went ahead and put on mascara and lashes. The lashes that I used are these. They are by Shop Miss A. They are $1. They are the Alexis lashes. So I have those on now. And now we're going to move on to lips real quick. I found this in my collection. This is the Rimmel Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner in Obsession. I don't even know how long I've had this, but it looks like it's going to be the right color to go with this. So I'm going to line my lips and then pop on the deep burgundy shade from Lorac. It's right here. Ooh, ooh, girl. Hopefully this is even still available, I don't know. Oh, it's chunky. Don't buy this. That looks terrible. Alright, love, so this is the completed look. I hope you guys like it. This is a really bold lip. I tried to keep it a little more simple on the eyes, but of course I want, wow, my nails match my shirt, sorry. So now I'm going to give you my thoughts on these palettes and what I think. We'll start with the face palette because I already knew what I thought of this before I even tried it. I really, really enjoy this face palette. I feel like it's very I feel like this is so fair skin friendly, so of course I love it. Again, I think if you have anything deeper than a medium skin tone, this is probably not going to be dark enough for you. Maybe you'll be able to layer this guy up. I really like it. This really works for me personally. I like the highlight shades. They are glowy enough for my liking, which you know is pretty glowy. But I do really enjoy this face palette. I definitely recommend this. I have been reaching for this time and time again. I am partial to Revolution's face palettes though. I love their contour shades. They always work for me. They blend so nicely for me. I don't even know if I can think of a contour palette from Revolution that I haven't enjoyed. Some I enjoy more than others, but all of them seem to work for me. Really, really love this palette. And then we're going to talk about the eyeshadow palette. I am super impressed at the pigmentation on this. I have talked time and time again. I've always liked Revolution palettes. I just feel like as time goes on, their shadows just keep getting better and better. And I feel like most of these collabs have been super on point because I do think that they really do give the influencers the ability to choose exactly what they want in their palettes, and no one wants to put out a palette that's not good. So I do feel like I think Imogen really went in and like made sure this was a really great palette. I think this is beautiful. I feel like this palette is going to be perfect for transitioning from summer into fall because you do still have some summery shades if you are somewhere where it's still hot. Up here in the Pacific Northwest, we pretty much are into fall. It happens really fast. I'm ready for fall, so I am down with this palette. I love the berries. Something I do want to note is there are larger shades for the transition shades, which I think is wonderful. Any palette that I have ever had that I've used a whole bunch, I run out of the transition shades first or anything else. The only thing that I personally, if I was making this palette or I could fix anything about this palette, I don't even want to say fix, I guess make an addition to, I would add a matte brow bone highlight, but that's just something I like. A lot of people like a shiny highlight. I never use a shiny highlight. Now I'm like, maybe I should use a shimmery highlight. I don't know. I'm going to go with the tiniest bit of Angel, which is that lightest shade in the palette, and we're just going to pop it up here. Because maybe I've been missing something my whole life. I don't know. But I put highlight up here, so I just feel like it's too much glow. I've got a really large brow bone space, so I normally don't put a shimmer up there. I used to wear shimmer all over my lid. I remember it was like MAC Floof, something like that. I would wear it all over my lid. So anyway, I'm really enjoying this palette, given I haven't used every single shade out of it, but I'm probably going to put this right in my makeup bag and use it because it's everything that I'm feeling right now. I really enjoy the look that I created today. It may not have felt like it, but I feel like it blended really quickly, and this look came together really quickly for me, given I only used a few shades, but I really do like it, and I feel very festive right now. I'm ready for fall with my little friend back there. We're ready. All right, love, so I hope this made sense. Congratulations again to Imogen. I think that these are just beautiful. She seems so sweet. Of course, I've never met her or anything, but I'm so happy for her. Again, I watched her live feed on the day that this came out. She just seems so genuine. I just feel like she's so positive, and it's something that we really need right now in this beauty community. Anyway, I think that's everything. I hope this makes sense. If I forget anything, I will leave it down below, and I will try and insert a little clip or let you know in the description how I feel about the makeup later on in the day. But I've worn this contour palette all the time, and it lasts really well. Again, pigmentation, blendability, longevity. It has all of it, but I will update you in the description box. I love you guys so much. Please subscribe if you have not already. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like Revolution videos and you want more. Let me know which one you want down below next. And again, there will be that video. That video should already be up on the foundation, the Conceal and Define that I'm wearing right now. All right, loves, I'm going to stop rambling. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. So we have a new friend. Look at my new friend. He's cute. I didn't turn on the overhead light. No wonder it's so dark in here. Shannon Carey. It sneaks up on you. I was just 21. What happened? I'm like the golden Rudolph right now. Rudolph. Oh, I see the rainbow. I wish you could see it right now. That's my butt. Don't get my butt. Don't get my butt. Oh, baby. Such a sweet angel. Such a sweet angel. Look at her. So sweet. Nope. And I used a little bit of concealer on my lids. Just was like, what? Ooh, that's a dark lip. Girl. Excuse me, I get all spitty.